You are tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene. I am the content creator for Marlene Motivates. And like I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hey, motivators, welcome to your dose of positivity. Today, we're going to talk about choose wisely. I think it's very important to cover this topic, but first, let's see who is in the chat. I don't see any comments yet, but welcome everybody who is watching live and those who will watch on the replay. Oh, hey, the word. Welcome. How are you? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Eunice. Good to see you. Thank y'all so much. And please hit the like for your girl to help with my analytics. I really appreciate it. Yes, everybody, we talking about choose wisely. We know that there is a lot of things that we can choose to do with our life. Being human beings, we have free will. That means we have the choice about what we want to do with our life, whether it be positive, whether it be negative. And with that being said, what kind of choices are we going to choose every day? Do we think about our choices and how our choices can make an impact not only on our life, but those of our family and people that look up to us? So, whether we realize it or not, our choices really do matter. And we can have a lot of things that come at us, but not everything that we have an option to do, we should. And I want to say that again. Not everything you have the option to do, you should. There are a lot of things that may be good things, but it may not be what is good for you. See, that's the motivation for you today. Not everything that comes at you is good for you. It's not meant to be for you. It's not your purpose in your life. And you have to understand that everything that comes at you may not be in the purpose for what is the will and the passion for your life. So you have to understand your vision. You have to understand where you're going, what you're good at, what you do, and then see if those choices are in line with it. But a lot of times as human beings, we just say, oh, this is, I have this opportunity, I have this choice to make, and then you just go and do it. See, before you go and make choices, you have to ask yourself two questions. What is it going to do for me presently, and how will it impact my future? We don't think about our choices and how it's going to impact us later and impact the people who look up to us and the people who need us. Our choices matter. So think before you make choices. Meditate. A lot of people always think about meditation as being a form of spirituality. And yes, that while that is true, see, the prayer is for you to ask, for you to beseech. The meditation is where you get the response and the answer. So I'm giving you something very important here. Don't just constantly pray about things. Don't just meditate. It's both. It's the addition of doing prayer and meditation where your life is going to shift. Hey, James Money, welcome. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Hey, JW, good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. See, a lot of people don't understand how important that meditation is. You have to sit and take time in your personal and quiet space to think, to get a response, to just sit in silence and just be. Am I doing what I should do? Is this a good choice for me? Am I making good choices? Am I loving myself the way that I should? Am I doing right by myself? And that's why I want to tell you to choose wisely. Choose wisely, not just for yourself, but for the future of how it's going to impact not only yourself, but also people who care about you. You really don't understand the impact of your life until you, you're not even here anymore. You don't know how much people are affected by your life, how much people are affected by your works, by your actions. So that's why it's important to choose wisely. And I'm going to tell you, it's not something that just comes about easily. Making wise choices in your life is about discernment. And a lot of people don't know about discernment. Discernment happens sometimes by age. Discernment can come about by the choices that you make, but discernment also comes by you sitting and just allowing yourself to think. Most of the time, we get a connection, we get a feeling that tells us if something is a good choice or not. But we don't listen to those choices enough. We don't listen to our own self. You know, our conscience will tell us when something is good. Our spirit tells us, it speaks to us and tells us this is a good choice or this is not a good choice. So I want you all to be aware of the choices that you make every day, and I want you to choose wisely. Choose wisely because your life is at stake. The amount of joy that you have, the potential that you have, what you could be. See, your reach could go much higher. You could become way more enlightened. Your vibration could go higher. See, we settle more times than we should. We think just because our situation is a certain way at a certain time, that this is all it will ever be. And that's not true. Just because something is happening to you momentarily, it doesn't mean that it's forever. Hey, Karen, happy Wednesday. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, and everybody in the chat. The impact of our decisions, it goes far. It has a wide reach. And I want you to understand that we have to make good choices. We have to listen to our own intuition, and it tells us something is a good choice, but we fail to not listen to it. Hey, East, how are you? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. We all have choices to make every day. They can be good choices, they can be bad choices, they can be positive choices, negative choices, but what will you choose? Are you going to choose? See, here's another choice that we have to make. Are you going to choose to be happy, or are you going to choose to be bitter and angry? See, that's a personal choice. I didn't understand that when I was younger or before I came into my enlightenment, that I had a choice to be happy. Instead of being bitter and angry and thinking the whole world was against me, you have to choose to vibrate higher. You have to choose that. And a lot of people don't choose to be happy. Awesome, Karen. You're decent. Well, we're going to work on that, East. We want everybody to say, I'm doing excellent. We have to make choices in our life and we have to choose joy. Do we all know that joy is our personal possession? But we have to do and seek things that will bring about joy in our life, things that will bring about peace, the choices that will impact us for a better future. And it means getting rid of toxic people, making choices, working harder at your business, at your life, at things that's going to impact you later on. See, a lot of people don't want to do the work that it takes to have a prosperous and successful future. See, if you want success, if you want prosperity in your life, there's choices that you have to make. Liz, hey sis, good to see you. There's choices that we each have to make. And for a long time, I had a lot of toxic things that had happened to me in my life. I had a lot of traumas that had happened to me. And I was mad at the entire world when it was nobody's choice but mine to choose to be happy, choose to be joyful, choose to vibrate higher. See, when you have that low vibrational thinking, you don't understand that your life can be better because most of the time the people that are around you are negative, angry, bitter, backbiters, gossipers. But when you elevate your thinking, this is when you vibrate higher. See, it's about choices, it's allowing yourself to be prosperous, loving yourself, knowing that you deserve better. See, all of that is a choice. All of that is a choice. We have to choose to elevate. And I understand a lot of people don't want to elevate themselves. Some people like being miserable. They like being angry. They like talking about other people. They like standing still, but on the sidelines, they're looking at you with a raised eyebrow with jealousy. See, all choices. Every day we have a choice to make for ourselves. And that's why I'm telling you, choose wisely. You don't have to be angry and bitter. You don't have to settle for the ordinary. You don't have to settle for the average. If you don't like how your life is right now, make a choice today that can impact you in the future. If you don't like your job, if you don't like your relationship, if you don't like your weight, if you don't like some health problems that you could be facing, choose to do things to help you to improve it. See, and that's why I'm telling you, choose wisely. Our life can shift if we allow our life to be impacted that way. And it all starts in our mind to think that we can do better. And I want you to say that to yourself. I can do better. I can do better. So many things can happen to you in your life when you make the choice to say, I choose better. It can shift the life of yourself, family, your finances. So many things can shift into the right place. We don't understand a lot of times that our life is not how it's supposed to be because of our thinking. Thank you so much, Thor. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Karen. Thank you, Word. Appreciate it. No, it's not removing it. I don't know. It's not letting me go back to the comments that I had before. Hold on a second, guys. Yes, so that's why it's so important for us to choose wisely and to make our thinking positive. And it's not as easy as just saying, I want to be positive and thus I am. No, it's every day making certain choices when something impacts you. How do you allow yourself to react to it? See, for every action, there is a reaction. See, we can work on our reactions in real time. We can work on our reactions in real time. Every day we can make a choice to choose prosperity, choose success, choose joy, choose to step out of fear with faith. See, I have enough faith in myself, and I want you to say to yourself too, I have faith in myself. I believe in myself. I am strong. I deserve good things. All of those are choices that every single day that we make. Somebody makes you mad, they tick you off. What kind of reaction are you going to have to that? You're going to choose, ah, raw, ready to on the attack? Or are you going to choose to be peace and be like, they're not even worth it? At the end of the day, it's what we choose. Every day is what we personally choose for our life. And nobody can do that but you. You have to want success to be successful. When my mentor told me that, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what do you mean choose success? You can't just want it. You have to have your actions behind it. And that means getting busy doing what you need to do. When you fall down, you get up and you try and you try and you try. See, failure is not an option. I know someone needs to hear that. Failure is not an option. So every time you fall down, every time something doesn't work out, do you throw in the towel? Do you give up on yourself? Do you measure the amount of success in your life by your accomplishments? Or do you measure it by how many times you got up? See, your strength is in how many times, not how many times you fall, but it's about how many times you get up. And I say to you, rise up, get up, and get busy doing what you need to do. See, choices. That's why it's so important who you're surrounding yourself by. Do you have positive people surrounding you, encouraging you, being your hype team? You have to have people who will hype you up in the good and the bad, telling you, don't give up. I'm here by your side. I believe in you. You got this. Choices. See, what we have to choose to have good friends. And even in our family, not all family members mean our best. They want to see us fall. They're ready for your demise so that they can laugh about you, laugh to your face or behind your back. So don't think just because, oh, this is my family and family is love all the time. Not always. Not always, unfortunately. And some people don't have the best motives for us. And that's why it's important. I was talking about discernment. You have to go by the actions of people and not the words. The actions, not the words. See, I want to encourage each of you to think higher of yourself, to believe in yourself more, knowing that you deserve more every day. And it's about the choices that you make today. What choices have you made today that is going to impact you in the future? Are you choosing wisely? See, just because you've been doing something for a long time, it does not mean that you're making good choices. Hello. Just because you have been making the same choices over and over again, just because your mama, your auntie, your cousin, your best friend, this person, that person, somebody that you see here on social media are making certain choices, it does not mean that that is the choice for you. Hmm. If only you understood that. If only you believe that. Their choice is not yours. Everybody has different circumstances, different lifestyle, different mindset. And their amount of power that they have, their amount of enlightenment cannot compare to yours. Cannot compare to yours. See, some people, they may just do something, a little bit. Okay, I'm going to try, I'll do this. And then they throw in the towel. No, but that's not you. See, I'm talking to those motivators. I'm talking to those who are pushing past their fear with faith, that they love themselves. They know that they're strong and that they can do anything that they want to do. It's mindset shifting. See, we have to shift our mind out of thinking that just because things are okay, they're average. You should want more than average and ordinary. You should want more than average and ordinary. I'm just the messenger. I'm just here to give the message that I need to give. You should want more than just the ordinary and the average. If you continue to do the ordinary and the average, those are the results that you're going to get. Those are the results. Hey, Roxanne, welcome. How are you? Good to see you. Those are the results that you're going to get if you keep settling. Now I'll tell you some of the things that we settle on. We settle that, for our ordinary job. You settle for maybe what your credit score is right now. You settle for where you're living right now. If you're in an apartment, oh, I can't ever have a home. Or if you have a home, it's not your dream home. Why not? Why not have exactly what you want? Hey, Lisa, welcome. Why not have exactly what you want? And some people will say, oh, that's being materialistic, that's being selfish. No, what somebody else wants is what somebody else wants. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't have anything that you want. You can have a prosperous life, a prosperous mindset if you want. And that's why I'm telling you, it's about your choices. Yes, your choices can impact you for the rest of your life. Your choices can impact your family. So, what choices are you willing to make today? Are you going to choose to get up? Or are you going to keep feeling sorry for yourself? Keep saying, this is what I've always had. This is what my family has always done. This is where the community that my family has always lived. I've always had this amount of money. My income has always been low. I've never had good friends. I can't find a good romantic relationship. I can't find this. I can't find that. And then you just settle and just say, well, this is my life. Hey, Realist One, welcome. Happy Wednesday. It's all about the choices every day. It's about our choices and making a decision to vibrate higher. See, let me tell y'all something. When I was going through therapy, I was in my darkest period that a person could have. When I say my losses were stacked against me, I already had 3 deaths in my family. I had previously had an eating disorder. I had previously tried to commit suicide a few times. I was in a dark place. But once I made a decision that that's not what I wanted, when I made a choice to vibrate higher, when I chose to say, I need to get some help, when I made a choice to thrive, when I made a choice to leave negative people behind and put myself in a different category, my elevation began. See, it's about the elevation that you choose every day. It's about what you think, what you allow yourself to think about yourself. You have to start planning, plan for what you want, make good choices. If you don't know how to get where you want, where's your mentor? Where's your successful mentor putting you under your wing? I recommend to everybody to have a good mentor. My mentor has changed my life. I know if I didn't have a good mentor, I would have been 6 feet under the ground. So that's what I'm telling you. It's about choices that you make every day, not just every few months, or people make resolutions at the beginning of the year and then that's it, and then it drops off. It's about every day, the choices that you make. And then when you slow down or you backtrack, getting back on track. And I tell you, give yourself the permission to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself for when you don't do what you should have done. Don't beat yourself up and stand in that, oh, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Sorry, oh, woe is me. I shouldn't have done that. And why did this person do this to me? And why doesn't this person support me? See, I'm telling you that other people are not going to give you what you need. You have to be your own best friend. And I'm telling you, I learned that thing in therapy. Don't look to somebody else to be your best friend. You have to be your own best friend. Because when the odds are against you, when when you're down, when your back is against the wall and you have no other choice but to fight, you got to look inside of yourself. You have to look deep down inside of me and pull out that strength and courage and say, let's go. You got this. I love you and I know that you can do it. And then I get up and then I'm strong and I look at myself in the mirror and say, you got this. You got this. See, I want you to say that to yourself. The next challenge that you face, the next struggle, the next time somebody calls you out your name, the next time somebody stabs you in the back, don't let your self-esteem sink from them. Don't let other people's word choices and decisions impact what you think and what you do. See, what you do is all up to you. See, and people want to have something so that they can laugh and smile and say, I knew you couldn't do it. I knew you weren't about anything. I knew you were this and I knew you were that. See, people categorize you by the decisions that you made in the past, but they don't know about your choices. They don't know about the times when you got down on your knees. They don't know about your inner work. They don't know about how your self-esteem has been elevated. They don't know about who has called you for your purpose. See, people don't know about the backstory, what's happening behind the scenes. They don't know what's happening inside of you. They don't know about the internal shift. The internal shift is real. Once you make a decision and a choice to choose prosperity, to choose change, to choose to walk past fear, to live your life with passion. See, I want you to say, I want to live my life with passion. See, I want you to say, I deserve the overflow and the abundance. But the question is, what are you willing to do in order to get that? Are you going to be uncomfortable to get comfortable? That was the hardest thing for me. When you've been doing something for so long, it's hard to make those changes. It's hard to shift away from negative people and negative thinking, especially when your challenge may be your finances. Your challenge may be self-esteem. Your challenge may be lack of support. But that support is inside of you. Remember how strong you are. Remember how strong you are mentally. People don't understand the strength and the power of a strong mind. Mind power can change and shift anything that you don't like. Anything that you don't like right now out of your life, you can shift it out. You have that much control and power. Whatever it is you want to change, you can. But do you believe that? Are you allowing yourself to believe it? And then the final question is, what are you willing to do in order for that change to take place. It's all about the actions. We can get excited about things. We can like things. We can say, that's good thinking. That's good thoughts. But then you fail to launch. See, and nothing can happen in your life until you make a choice to change in your actions. You have to vibrate higher. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have enough strength and courage. You have to forgive yourself and say, come on, get up again and again and again and again. It's making the choice to win. Make the choice to win every single day by your choices. Every single day, I choose prosperity. I choose to be positive. I choose to love myself. Shay Love, blessings to you. Hearts, hugs, and kisses. You know how I feel about you. Blessings to you and happy Wednesday. We have to do it for ourselves. We have to do it for ourselves. Nobody can do it for us. See, I'm telling you that the discernment is real. We have to discern when we're being used. You have to discern when you're being manipulated. And we don't want to believe that certain people are hurting us and harming us. You don't want to think that. When you're a kind person and a giving person, you don't want to see that inside of somebody. But it's real and it's there. And those things, those negative people, those draining people, they're stopping you from getting to where you need to get to. Those negative people, those evil people, those ones that are talking about you behind your back, and yet you keep smiling in their face. So you're saying that it's okay. When you recognize and you see something for what it is, back away. No, you deserve better. You don't have to take that. You don't have to take other people's foolishness. You don't have to take that. You don't deserve it. Elevate your mind, elevate your thinking. Know that you're somebody. Know that you're called for a person. And you know, we have to let people leave our life in order for the right people to come in. See, don't worry about having certain people and pleasing certain people to make them happy. See, your happiness is on the line. Your joy is on the line. Your prosperity is on the line. It's on the line, everybody. Well, what are you going to do about it? Thank you, Eunice. Appreciate it. Your happiness is on the line. Your joy is on the line. When I recognized that, I mean, that was like boom, like my mind was blown. Just because you may love somebody, it does not mean they love you back. Words are easy to say, but actions is a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother ball game. It's easy to say, oh, I love you. I love you. It's easy to say all these sweet things. I'm here for you. I'm supportive of you. I got your back. Anything you need, I got you. Right. But when it's your time and you need that support and love, who's around? Crickets. A real friend, you don't have to tell them. They can see you're in need. They will call you. They will support you, email you, text you, video chat, anything. Doesn't matter. People will make excuses for everything that they want to make excuses for. They will make excuses for anything that they want to make an excuse for. We see it all the time. We see it every day. Oh, it's this, it's that. It's this, it's that. This happened and that happened. If you really want to do something, you will do it. Hey, Yaya's Best Life, welcome. Happy Wednesday. It doesn't matter how many times that you fall down. You deserve to have people around to support you. to love you. And if you don't, it's time for you to drop the ones that don't. It's easy for people to say, I'm here for you. I love you. I care about you. You're this to me. You mean so much. I got your back. And then nothing. See, it's choosing wisely. Who are you telling your deepest thoughts, your deepest desires with? Who are you sharing that with? Everybody don't deserve that. People don't need to know your business and what you're doing. Stop telling them. Just because somebody asks you something does not mean they deserve to know it. That's none of yours. People only want to be in your business so they know how you're radiating. People want to know your vibration and your light. Like, oh, are you down or are you up? Is is your life sinking or are you radiating higher? See, that's what people want to know so that they can talk about you some more. Don't give them any fuel for the fire. My dad told me something and it didn't make sense to me. I heard it my entire life. My dad always said, tell everyone I'm doing great, even when you're not. And it didn't make sense to me. And I was like, what? But that's you speaking over your life. Even if it's not going great, you have to speak that over your life. Every day is great. Every day is great for me because I'm above ground, because I'm trying, because I'm doing my best, because I have not given up. And that's what people want. People want you to give up so that they can have something to laugh at and point and have some more things to gossip about you for. See, it's about the choices, right? Yeah. They ask to be nosy and they don't necessarily care. Hmm. They don't care. And that's why I'm telling you all it's about choices. And especially on this app, social media, woo, on this app. Now, nobody knows anybody on this app. This is social media. This is entertainment, right? Whatever it is that you're here for, that's what you don't know the motives of other people. You don't know who's behind that avatar. You don't know how people are in real time. You don't know if this is a smoke screen. You don't know anything about that. That's why I always say be careful who you choose to hang out with on this app. They can elevate you in real time. In real time. Social media can affect your real time life. But don't allow them to. And that's why I just want to tell you all it's about choices. Choices every day. Make better choices every day. Love yourself. Hey, Nate. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you. That's why every day is so important to make wise choices. Every single day. Make wise choices. Everybody that you see, it doesn't mean they're your friends. People use the word friend too loosely. Oh, yeah, that's my friend. That's my friend. Yeah, that's my friend. That's my friend. And these people don't care nothing about you. See, people will only give you what they want to give you. And it could be they're just showing you what's in front of the mask, but you don't know what's behind the mask. Come on. You don't know what's behind the mask. You don't know the motives. You don't know why are they around you? Why did they start coming around you? You don't know. Are they here to take? Are they here to be a leech? Hmm. Are they trying to put you in a trap? You have to be careful about becoming too close and too attached with people, especially on this app. I'm just giving you that's discernment and wisdom. People aren't always who they say they are. Hmm. And that's for sure. I've seen that. You know, you think that you can Trust people. And boy, you can't trust everybody, especially on this app. They're not going to tell you what's really going on with them. But you got to choose wisely. Pay attention to the actions of people and not just the words. And stay in the bushes sometimes. Watch how they are talking to other people. Are they talking crazy? Do they talk to you sometimes and other times they don't? Hmm. Mm. Oh my. Yes, Shay. Yes, and sometimes it's family, unfortunately. Unfortunately, not everybody in family is trustworthy and honest and kind and loving like family should be. And that's why I always say it's choices to be made when it comes to family. It's choices. Just because someone is related to you by blood, it doesn't mean that they're good for you. There's a lot of toxicity in the family environment, and people will put a label that thinking that they can do anything that they want to you just because they're family. Mm-mm. No way. Nobody gets a free pass. Everybody gets treated the same way, whether it's blood or it's not blood. Healthy is healthy and toxic is toxic. And you got to understand those labels. And when you see something is outside of what you want, you got to back up and back away. See, that's healthy choices. We have to learn to start making healthy choices and take care of ourselves. And it affects us mentally because you could, like, people who have mental health issues can affect your mental health. That's real. They got mental health issues and they're not taking care of it and they're projecting it onto you. Don't let nobody project all of their drama and the things that they haven't dealt with onto you and try and ask you for help. And then you get outside of what you need to do. You get distracted and you get off course. You got to get refocused on your life. See, it's about the choices that you make every day. I'm all for helping other people and doing nice deeds. That's wonderful to do, but don't lose yourself in the process. I want, if that's the only thing that you got from this discussion today, I want you to get that. Don't lose yourself in the process of helping somebody else. Don't forget to love yourself, to be kind, to be self aware, to do the things that you need to do at the expense of another person. Don't do it. Yes. And right is right, wrong is wrong. We should hold our loved ones accountable. People often brush things off. You're right. Toxic is toxic. I have some friends that I consider family that's closer than some of my blood relatives. They have proven they have proven themselves to be a true friend and a family to me. Yes, and that's why I always say family is who you choose. It's a choice. And it's a lot of friends that I have that some of them are much younger, some of them are much older, some different races, different ideals, you know, different values from mine, but we can learn from each other. It's about how they treat you. Thank you so much, Shay. Appreciate it. But it's all about us, right? It's all about us and what we're choosing to believe for ourselves. And I'm telling you today to choose wisely because you deserve to have a positive life. You have to know that you deserve a peaceful life. You deserve to have peace mentally, emotionally, physically. You deserve to have peace in those areas. You deserve to have prosperity in your finances and abundance in anything that you want. See, it's all about what you're choosing to think that you deserve. See, a lot of times The reason why you're suffering right now is because you don't think you deserve better and you keep settling. So you can't allow for your prosperity to come in because you're settling for the negative. You're settling for the ordinary. You can't allow yourself to have peace and prosperity and love and light and abundance if you stay in a negative state of mind. If you keep making negative choices, if you keep believing that only negative will happen, that's a projection. What you think about your life is what you're going to draw. See that energy force, that's what's going to come to you. If you keep thinking negative, surrounding yourself with negative, negative plus negative equals negative. And I know you can't be positive all the time. You're not always going to be happy, but for the most part, you're making a choice that even when things aren't going so good, you choose to say, it's going to get better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to think better. I believe in myself, and good is going to happen for me. And I want you to say that to yourself, just like my dad told me when I was like 7, 8 years old. Tell everybody you're doing great because that's what you want to draw in. I didn't even know from that young age I was getting a positive message for my entire life. You are doing great. And when you say you're doing great, that means then you go and do great things. You surround yourself by great people. You learn lessons, you forgive, you make wise choices. See, that's where the discernment comes in. Meditation. Having good people around to tell you when you're doing right, but also when you're not doing right. And when you need to get back on track or you need to hold up. See, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Let somebody tell you something that you need to hear. We hear things all the time, and people will tell you something, you would be so good at this. And then you're like, no, not me. I'm not good at that. Or I can't do that. Or I've never done that. Just because you have never done something does not mean you can't. We can all learn. We all have the ability to learn, but it's about the application. Are you choosing to apply what you know? There's some very intelligent people that I have in this chat and who listen to me on the replay. You've been through some hard times and you rise up and rise up and rise up. And I'm so proud of you. If nobody has told you that they're proud of you, I'm here to tell you today, I'm so proud of you, what you've done, what you are doing in real time, and what you will do in the future. But don't let nobody tell you that you're not prosperous. Shift that out of your life and shift in positivity. I can, I will, I am. Let that be a part of your everyday affirmations that you speak over yourself. I challenge you to be prosperous. I challenge you to love yourself. I challenge you to forgive. And I challenge you to never give up. I'm Marlene, and I'm the content creator for Marlene Motivates. And on this channel, I talk about positivity, motivation, life lessons. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is your first time listening to this conversation, hit that subscribe button, leave me a like, and my replay gang, leave me a comment in the comment section below. How are you making wise choices? It's about the choice you make today that can impact all of your tomorrows. Thank you for joining me. And like I say, every single video, story time, and live stream, just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired. Be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you?